Anomalies can be found in lots of Mars Curiosity rover photos and other Mars photographs. In this one, I zoomed in to capture what appears to be some type of object floating above the horizon, just a little bit below that mountain right there, as you see. And you have to check out these photos to see for yourself, but I'm going to zoom in here and get a better look. It's good to keep an open mind, because you can find these anomalies in just about every single instance of photographs taken from space or on other planets. This photograph, taken from the ISS, I believe, appears to show some kind of snake-like object floating above Earth. And on the website, I used some enhancement to kind of show you what this anomaly looks like when the photograph is processed. This is a snake-like object. In this Mars photograph, I am zooming in to show you what appears to be a pyramid on Mars. You can see the pyramid sticking out there, the sharp edges. This was an anomaly that was found in some of the earlier photographs from the Curiosity rover. Here's a comparison between the two photographs. In the last photos, you see some type of artifacts showing up on the photographs. It's very strange. This is a photograph taken from Mars, and as you zoom in, you see this little artifact or dot in the sky. But as you enhance it a little bit more, you could see something else. What do you think that it is? Some say a dead pixel, others say UFO. It's definitely strange. This was a strange pyramid-shaped rock that they actually named. As we zoom in, we can see the details, sharp edges. This is the same mountain that appears to show a pyramid. This is a different angle It's more rounded on the sides, but clearly still pyramid in shape. Just a little bit more enhancement brings out the detail. Zoom in here to see what we got. This is a photograph taken from the moon. Notice the triangle-shaped object floating in the sky. The 3 lights. It's a pretty common UFO sighting. A little bit of enhancement. We see that it's triangle-based. Similar to the shape of military aircraft that we have on Earth. This UFO uses possibly some advanced cloaking technology. I think it's a pretty awesome sighting. Here we are on Mars again, zooming into the side of a cliff. Now, there are a lot of people that believe they see faces in the rocks on the sides of cliffs and other places on Mars. These faces, whether or not created by weather or they were made by some type of alien or Martian, we don't know. Here's a UFO photo that was sent to me on the Facebook page. These photos were taken in Russia. They're just amazing photographs of UFOs and strange objects that are just out there. Here's a strange creature that was photographed in Russia. A lot of these are very popular photos that can be found all over the web. This is a panoramic photo that was stitched together for Mars Curiosity photos. The camera pans to the right, showing you the vast landscape of Mars. It's pretty incredible. This is a strange anomaly on Mars. These cracks caused by the wind, possibly moisture. They may contain the answers to "Are we alone in the galaxy?" Here's what appears to be bones, possibly leg bones, fossilized on Mars. You can find many examples of fossilized bones and other type remnants of creatures on Mars. Again, we have to show some enhancement, but you can see this kind of looks like a chicken leg type bone, or maybe like a chicken wing. And as we know now, birds were directly related to the dinosaurs. So is it possible that there was some type of dinosaur or lizard bird hybrid type creature on Mars at one time? It's possible. This is going back to the pyramid photo. A little bit more enhancement. You can see a side-by-side of the dirt mounds. The one on the right is a little bit more zoomed in. Now here's an example of what many people think are animals on Mars, this one being a black cat. The creature, which is silhouetted on Mars, appears to be standing up, and you can see that it has two little ears sticking up. This is the cat on Mars, another strange Mars anomaly. Like many of the objects, I usually go through a couple different passes just to give the viewer an idea of what they're looking at. This photo looks like the top of a human skull. When enhanced, you could definitely see where the eyes and the nose of the skull would be. Could this be a fossilized skull on Mars of some type of Martian? This is by far one of my favorite Mars anomalies. Now, in addition to the skull and the cat, here's what appears to be a bird on Mars. Conspiracy theorists would say that we aren't even on Mars and this is the desert somewhere, possibly in New Mexico or Nevada or Arizona, but I think these photographs were taken on Mars. This could be a fossilized bird of some sort, could be some kind of object that was carved into a bird at some point in time that just got lost in the sand. You can see its eyeball, the tips of its wings, and even a little leg to the right. Now here's a good one. This one looks like a face with his tongue sticking out, like he's laughing. You can see his nose, his eyes, tongue. This is a great Mars anomaly. Here's what appears to be an actual Martian with a backpack. Could he be frozen in time? Could he still be there? But you can clearly see the pack. Little skinny neck, giant head. This is a pretty amazing Mars anomaly. Maybe he's out for a stroll. Now here's another Martian standing on the surface of Mars. His helmet's round with a huge black circle in the middle. He's possibly wearing boots. Kind of looks like a Mars explorer or astronaut. There he is. Here's a face sticking out of the rock. Could be an ancient carving into the rock to look like a face, or maybe it's someone poking their head out. She's hiding in the rock, taking a look. Maybe they live subterranean and they're just checking things out. This is a Mars anomaly taken from the ISS, otherwise known as the Black Knight satellite. You can look that up, but this is a pretty popular UFO sighting. Triangle-shaped UFO. This UFO might have been debunked as part of the heat shield. Here's another UFO from space, taken in a photograph taken from space. Here's another space anomaly. All these photos are online and you can find them on NASA's website. You just have to do a little bit of searching. There's another space anomaly. Now this Mars anomaly looks like a hand. Carved out of a rock or fossilized hand. It also looks like it could be grabbing something. This is one of my favorites. This is a frog on Mars. Ribbit, ribbit. This is a pretty awesome anomaly. Is it a frog frozen in time? Is it wind? Carved out this rock to look like a frog? Either way, it looks like a frog. And here is another zoom in of the frog. Now you go on Mars Curiosity rover photos and you can see in the photos, look for yourself, try and find, any type of animal, because ancient civilizations, they carved what they saw. And this is one of the most famous Mars anomalies. It's the Mars iguana or Mars lizard, looking back, wanting to say hello. The Mars lizard is a very popular anomaly that if you just search for it on Google or any of those websites, it will tell you a lot more information on where you can find it. But this is one of the best ones I've seen. Here's a Mars duck. Obviously an Earth duck couldn't live on Mars. Hey, but maybe it's possible that someone a long time ago carved out this duck statue, made what they saw. Maybe there's some kind of rock-like creature that walks on the surface of Mars. Here we have a skeleton on Mars. Some say similar to a dinosaur vertebrae. Some would say it looks like a T-Rex. But this vertebrae on Mars is absolutely breathtaking. You can see the little jagged edges from the backbones sticking up.